But we get away from the gameplay and we get into the meat and potatoes, the story. We're playing for the plot. It's best story. I just tried to name it better so it didn't sound as boring. It's best story. I don't really need to tell you much else. Kaylan went with Indiana Jones last year. Chris went with Aiden Chronicle 100 Heroes, the Suikoden successor. And I ended up going with Until Then, which was my game of the year last year for that reason, because it is an emotional goddamn story. Which, by the way, Chris, how far are you in that now?
Until Then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where'd you finish? Oh, right, you finished it. We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Thanks,
I got to start whatever for the Unbound. What is it called?
Space for the Unbound.
Space for the Unbound.
But, Kaylan, which one ticked off the box here? And unfortunately, there's no Dungeon Crawler Carl game to add on to that yet.
Oh, man. We should
if
have
that was? Oh, that would win.
Man, Dungeon Crawler Carl would be such a good game. To me, there wasn't a game that stood out this year for having, like, an amazing story from front to back. Either they were long in the tooth, the ending was disappointing. So that being said, there's not one that like stood out, but in a year of kind of mediocre storytelling in games, the one that I played that stood out to me the most was Mario Kart World. I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm like, no, let him cook. I want to know.
Wait. Yote was that bad?
Actually, that is my answer, actually. So my actual award is Ghost of Yote. I think there are some problems with that game. I think there's a little bit of disjointness between the story and the gameplay. I think towards the end, the ending is a little bit weak. But in terms of like a premise of like where you start, the premise of just like, hey, getting vengeance, like a Kill Bill style samurai story, super cool. I think some of the stories that they have within the game, some of like the I don't know how to describe it, like the myths that you do, like I think those little side stories are really well done. So not 100% the best story, but there is a really cool narrative, and I wanted to see what was happening next, but I was sometimes disappointed with the payoff. But I liked, the mystery, and I was eager to see what happened next in Ghost of Yote.
All right, Chris, give the French their due.
Yeah, it's clear obscure for me. But oddly enough, Ghost of Yote was my runner-up.
Expedition 33 was my runner-up.
Yeah. It's just, for me, I liked the ending choice of Expedition 33. I like when games do that to me. Maybe I'm a little sadistic. I don't know. But, for me, this story, it kept me intrigued. It was the game I was like, I need to keep playing so I know what happens next. It's like when I'm obsessed with, like, Fallout or something on like, the show Fallout. Like, I need to watch the next episode, or Squid Game or something like that. Like, this gave me that same binge-watching feel, but in a game.
It's okay. It's right to have wrong opinions. It's fine.
Chris, what do you get? Or Adam, what do you have?
I was so torn on this because I thought as soon as I finished the game that it was going to be Dispatch.
I was going to say, that would have been my guess was Dispatch.
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going to go too.
But...
and I kept thinking about it. Dispatch is a great story, but it's not like top tier. And even though, because I did mention that it ended really abruptly, the entire time that I was playing Stories from Soul the Gundog, that Gundam-ish like visual novel that I was playing,
right,
I was so entranced by what was going on. I needed to know what was happening. So like originally I was not giving it the award because I'm like, well, yeah, but the ending is just so out of nowhere. It's like you want so much more after that, and I'm like, no, that's why I actually have to give it the award, because I was so into this fucking story and then it was over and I have nothing else and I'm so mad about it, and I'm still mad about it. So that's how I know I'm like, okay, I gotta give it to him now, because even after I was still deliberating and so certain I was giving it to Dispatch, I still kept going, I'm like, that fucking game ended too early. And that's when I was like, shit, I actually have to give it the award, don't I? Because I won't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played this, but I remember you talking about it, and I do want to play it.
Because like the entire time, it's a game that sucks you in because there's such a mystery to it, and then it really amps up, and then as soon as you're like ready to see how things turn, it's done, and you're like, what? No! And yeah. That's the test of, I mean, maybe, I'm sure it was a case of the money ran out, but like if that was a test of a good game being like, oh, we're really going to cliffhang you like a motherfucker here, well, they goddamn succeeded. I'm still mad.
Yeah. Nice.